Hey folks, today we're going to be learning about repousse and chasing.
Repousse and chasing are both methods of stretching and forming flat metal sheets into three-dimensional bas-relief sculpture. Repousse refers to the pushing and stretching the metal outward from the back. This makes parts of the sculpture come forward when it's viewed from the front. Chasing is the opposite. It's when portions of the composition are pushed inward from the front of the sheet of metal. The Mildenham treasure in the British Museum is a great example of repousse and chasing. Here's some details from one of the platters in that set. One of the most well-known pieces of repousse and chasing is the death mask of Tutankhamun. And the Statue of Liberty was also made using the techniques of repousse and chasing on a massive scale.
I'm going to be using a piece of this gold foil, but if you don't have that, that's okay, because you could go to the recycling bin and pull out an aluminum pie tin maybe, or perhaps an aluminum soda can. Both of these are great sources of aluminum.
You're going to have to make the tools for repousse. You can do this with some old sticks. I used chopsticks, some old paintbrush handles, and some sticks that I found in the woods. These are my 4 favorite tips. Rounded off ends, very smooth. There's one flat one. You can use concrete to sand down the tips, or you can use sandpaper. Just make sure that there's no sharp edges. All the corners have to be smoothed off. To begin your repousse, first you have to come up with a design. So you can start your preliminary sketch by tracing out the piece of aluminum that you have. That way you can be assured that your design is going to fit on the piece of aluminum. I try to fit mine about a ½ inch inside from the edge. To transfer your design onto the aluminum, place the aluminum behind the image and then trace back over it. Using very little pressure, you should have been able to transfer the image easily. Find a softer surface to work on, like a stack of paper or a piece of leather. Begin forming your metal from the back, gently rubbing the areas that you want to come forward. Using a flat-tipped tool like this one, you can smooth out the wrinkled areas next to your design from the front. This also helps to define the edges of the design. Now I'm going to turn it over, go back in, and fix some of the higher relief areas and take some of the tool marks out. Now I'm filling in the negative space with texture. In this case, I'm making small circles to try to get it to appear as though it's like pebbles on the bottom of a river or stream. is the finished piece of repousse artwork. Thanks a lot for joining me today.